Welcome back, Nerd Nation. Today we're talking Luke Cage. Sweet Christmas. Luke Cage actually came out in June of 1972, originally created by Archie Goodwin, John Romita Sr., and George Tuska. They actually brought this character out right at the height of what was called the black exploitation kind of film era, where it was things like The Mac, Shaft. Think Jackie Brown in a way. If you need something to kind of visualize, but it was at this height that they wanted another character that they can market out. I also wanted to mention that John Romita Jr. actually worked on the show, not John Romita Sr., who is still alive, I believe, but he just did not work on the show, whereas Archie Goodwin and George Tuska both passed some years back. Luke Cage has moved uptown to Harlem, where he's trying to live a quiet, normal life when his mentor and father figure, Pop, is killed in a gun deal gone wrong. Without really giving too much away, this story follows Luke's journey to overcome his past and become the man who everyone else knows him to be. Let me go ahead and get it out the way right now. This show was amazing. I loved everything about this show. I already like all the Marvel shows that have been coming out on Netflix. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Daredevil Season 2. This is right up there with Daredevil 1 for me. And actually Jessica Jones is too. It's just they're great for different reasons. But this is so powerful in so many ways, and I'm going to get to that in a moment. Let's start with the cast because I can't think of any one performance that's really awful in this show at all. Everyone is stellar. Every single performance is tight. It's powerful. There's no one who seems a little too over the top for me. It was just great. The writing is spectacular. The acting is phenomenal. So let's get some of those guys out the way really fast. Gotta lead with the main man, Mike Colter, playing Luke Cage. Again, he's just so much fun to watch. He's got so much charisma and this little slickness to him when he's talking to girls that is so just funny. And you just kind of know what's happening each time. Like you kind of know where he's going when he starts to talk about coffee. And that's all I want to say. But Mike really does bring a weight to his character, a sense of regret, a sense of wanting to move on, and really there's this deep down emotional drawback to him wanting to be this hero for hire. Like you can really feel that he doesn't want to be in the spotlight because of his past, because of these things that have happened, the people that he's lost. There really is no doubt Mike Colter kills it throughout the entirety of the run. I mean, it's just a solid performance from start to finish. There are so many other people in this cast, it's really hard to try to talk about everyone. So I'm going to just mention a few names and characters and just throw out that I love them and try to just move through that quickly because there really are a ton of people and really great performances throughout this whole thing. Probably my sleeper favorite throughout this entire show is Theo Rossi, who plays Shades. This dude killed it for me. I don't know why. It's maybe it's just the voice that he used for him, like this shadiness to it, and this I don't know, this raspy, just manipulative tone he uses for people, but this dude was freaking cool. A couple other standouts for me were Mahershala Ali playing Cottonmouth and Eric LeRae Harvey as Diamondback. Both of these guys killed it in their roles, and they're a ton of fun to watch. They really just kind of, I think it's more the voices for everyone is so just powerful for some reason that it really just locked me in, and their acting of course was just as on par. So both of these guys killed it. Enjoyed these two. And just a few more I want to mention. Simone Missick as Misty Knight was prominent throughout the whole show, and she again just dominates and brings it. So does Alfre Woodard, who plays Maria Dillard. Just, man, it's just so much talent throughout this entire show, and it just blows my mind how solid everything was. I mean, really, there's such an underhandedness to Maria Dillard's character that you just, oh man, you just hate her, and you just know things are gonna go a certain way. You just want her. I don't want to say much, so let me stop. But needless to say, they killed it. And more than a pleasant surprise, we get Rosario Dawson back as Claire Temple, who actually plays a much larger role in this series than I thought she would. It's at least compared to say like Daredevil and Jessica Jones, like she's in those for moments, but she has like 9, maybe 7 episodes. I was gonna say it's like 9-ish episodes, 7-ish episodes, and she's pretty heavily used in all of it. So kudos to them for bringing Claire and making her a little bit more of a prominent figure. Again, I really cannot give enough praise to the performances in Luke Cage. Like, this series really just shut it down for me. And it's, I think, because of these stellar performances in all of the Marvel shows that really catapult them up to the top for me when it comes to comic TV shows, at least the Netflix versions. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has its moments, but it doesn't reach the same heights that this has. Although this new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season is doing pretty good with Ghost Rider. So hopefully we'll see a Netflix series for him, because I know there's talk about that. I would feel utter shame for myself if I did not mention how amazing the music is in this series. Oh my goodness. It just fits the vibe and the tone of the city so well. There's this like harkening back to, 70s Harlem or 60s Harlem, with a lot of kind of throwback style tracks. There's some hints and pushes to, future hip hop and 90s hip hop, as well. So I mean, like, everything fits so well. They match up well with fight scenes. They match up well with dramatic scenes. Everything is just so on par and just very, very well done. Check out the music from this. Even if you don't watch the show, check out the music from this. It's amazing. There is so much imagery and symbolism, really just kind of shown throughout the entirety of this 13 episode run that is so powerful and will hit so close to home for so many people. For me, I grew up in North City, St. Louis. Now, by no means is that as iconic as Harlem in terms of its creativity, the art, just the many things that came from the Harlem Renaissance that really make that city so just iconic, and memorable. But I did grow up Black in America, and to see this show and how it's really trying to represent success and growth of Black people in protecting its community and just always moving forward and not trying to always focus on the negativity and, the guns, the drugs, whatever, is a powerful thing. And it makes me and many other people I know who've already watched this feel incredibly empowered. And if you don't understand that, if you don't see that, that's okay. I get it, but I feel sorry for you, because this is an amazing show and it really does showcase the best in what Black America has to offer. I really can't encourage people to watch this enough. I really can't. This show was amazing. I loved it. I'm pretty sure you're going to love it. There's no doubt in my mind. There's only one critique I have, and it's the final episode and the last confrontation between Luke and a certain figure that I don't want to mention. But that felt a little corny to me and cheesy, just the way that was done. But overall, everything was still phenomenal, and that doesn't bring down my enjoyment of this series, like, not even one bit. It was just like, oh, that could have been better. But that's it. I mean, really, it's just one little nitpick if I can find it. Watch it. Do it right now. In fact, stop watching this now. Go binge watch all 13 episodes. Come back, and then we can talk about it. So yes, everyone, that is my review of Luke Cage on Netflix, out now, all 13 episodes. Go watch it. I love it. You'll love it. It's amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you got something out of this review that maybe you wouldn't have if you wouldn't watch somebody else. You all are amazing. Don't forget to dance it out. You peeps rock, and you've just been notified. Peace.